Hi, I'm Eric Siegel with ericstrains.com and welcome to episode 4 of my video train blog. In my last blog episode, I was showing you this new steel trestle and I was excited about starting scenery work around the trestle. But I haven't done much work in the last couple weeks for two main reasons. First of all, I still have some scenery supplies that I have to order before I can start work. And secondly, and most importantly, I've deliberately taken a time out from this section of the layout for a couple weeks just to collect my thoughts and make sure that I'm not doing anything impulsively that might result in mistakes that would come back to haunt me later. Because over the years, I've sort of learned that if you approach a section of the layout with a lot of excitement and emotion, you are more prone to make mistakes that will come back to haunt you. An example might be wiring. I could throw up a bunch of scenery here really quickly, but then later on I might discover that I want to have some wiring in there to power some accessories. And then I'd have to go and tear up what I did to put the wiring in. And so by taking a time out from this section, it allows me to just think about it for a couple weeks and hopefully avoid some of those mistakes that might come back to bite me in the butt later on down the road. And keep in mind that just because I'm taking 2 weeks off of this section doesn't mean I'm taking 2 weeks off from the layout. This layout has plenty of other parts that I can work on, and in fact, that's what I've been doing for the last couple weeks. So what I have been working on the last couple weeks is this back ridge that goes along the back of the layout, all the way across the table. And that is the ridge that supports the second level of track for the upper loop. And that's the same track that runs over here and across this trestle. It comes over here and then crosses that ridge, and then comes around to right there, and then it'll cross across the table here in front and then connect with the loop back over here. Now you may be wondering, how is the track going to get from here all the way over to there? Well, there's going to be a series of steel trestles, not unlike that steel trestle there. I'm going to do it in 5-foot sections, and it'll be about 20 feet of trestles, and it'll go all the way across the table. Now, I'm not going to have it go straight across because that would be kind of boring. I'm going to kind of have it snake its way through this whole yard area across these tracks and finally meet up over here. So it should be pretty cool when it's done. It's going to take a while because those trestles are not cheap. Probably going to take another year or two, maybe 3 to get it all complete, but it should be pretty neat when it's all complete and this upper loop is working. Now, on this back ridge here, the main concern was getting the track level, getting the wood nice and level for the track. And if you look underneath, I don't know if you can see, but there are little plastic shims every now and then. And I use those, they're just pieces of styrene plastic, and I use those to shim up the wood to get it level so that when the track rides across, it'll be a nice level ride and it won't be rocking back and forth. And that's something that you really have to take a lot of time to get right, because if you try to rush it and you put the bench work up and then start sinking it, your track won't be even, and then you're going to wonder why your train's rocking back and forth when it's going across the ridge. So I had to take a lot of time to get all those shims under there and get it nice and level all the way across. As you can see, I've got track going across the ridge. That track is just laid there temporarily. I haven't secured it down. I've just got it there just to make sure everything looks right and make sure the track is level. I will probably secure it down and start ballasting it in a few weeks. You can see I've also started putting some foam up against the wood in preparation for scenic work. So hopefully in the next few months this whole ridge will come to life and start looking pretty good. So that about wraps it up as far as all the layout work I've been doing for the last couple weeks. Now I've got a special treat for you. If you remember in my last blog episode, I said that I was going to be doing a big review on the new Lionel Vision Challenger. And the Challenger's been at the train store waiting for me for a few weeks. I finally got the money to get it, so let's go ahead and go over to the train shop and pick it up, and I will give you a sneak preview of the Lionel Vision Challenger. Okay, so here we are. I'm on my way over to Legacy Station, which is the local train store that I buy a lot of my trains from. Legacy Station is in Lawrenceville, Georgia. I live in Woodstock, Georgia, which is on the complete opposite side of town from Lawrenceville, so it takes about 45 minutes to get over to Legacy Station. Now, ordinarily, if I was ordering something small, I would just have them ship it, and since it's across town, it would get here overnight. But the Vision Challenger is pretty large, and I'm sure the shipping on it would probably be $30 or more. So instead of spending $30 on shipping, I'll just spend $10 or $15 on gas and go over there and pick it up myself. Okay, here we are. Okay, here it is, the Vision UP Challenger. Here's Brian Sheffield, owner of Legacy Station.
Happy owner.
Yep. And we're gonna pop open the Challenger and take a look at it.
It's got sort of the older packaging. This is state of the art right here.
Now Brian here says this is one of the best steam engines he's seen.
No, this is the best, not one of the best. As far as the sound, just the whistle, everything about it. There it is.
Okay, so now we've primed the dynamo smoke unit with smoke fluid. So now we're gonna pop this piece back on, which Brian says is easily lost.
2 have been lost so far.
All right.
Got it in there? Yep.
Yep. And what this does, according to Brian, is it sprays the smoke out either side.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to put 30 or 40 in here?
Yep.
Does it matter which one?
No, it does not. It says don't do it in both.
Okay. The primary smoke unit needs about 30 or 40 drops. So I'm just going to put a whole bunch down in there. That should do it. All right. Do that dynamo again. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that little preview. I am doing a full review on the Challenger. That review is in progress right now. I should have it done within the week, and so that should be a lot of fun. And while I was at the train store, I also picked up 2 of the new Lionel ES44s, and I will be doing reviews on those as well after I review the Challenger. So that's about it for this blog episode. I'm Eric Siegel, and I'll see you next time.